Hi, guys, it's Miss Ireland. I am going to be giving you a story, and it's going to be ending in a problem, and it's called the sandwich problem. All right. So the story has to deal with these three triplets and their babysitter, Daniel. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Daniel, who was 14, had a job every Saturday babysitting the 7-year-old triplets next door. He liked Abby, Brissa, and Carrie and called them the ABC girls, but he never knew what to expect because the three of them were always getting into mischief, especially when he was there. One Saturday, he arrived at the triplets' house around noon. Mrs. Brown said, "Daniel, would you please make lunch for the girls and call them in? They haven't eaten." Daniel said, "Sure thing, Mrs. Brown. I'll take care of it." As soon as she left, Daniel poked his head out the back door and called to the triplets. "Hey, ABC girls, what would you like for lunch today?" "Peanut butter and jelly sandwich," yelled Abby. "Yeah," exclaimed Brissa. "I want jelly with peanut butter," cried Carrie. "Okay, peanut butter and jelly all around," said Daniel. "How do you want your sandwiches cut?" Okay. So I'm going to stop the story there, and we're going to look at how they want their sandwiches cut. Okay. So as I read how they want their sandwiches cut, I want you to think in your head what it would look like. Okay. So Abby wants hers cut in 4 parts the square way. First up and down, then across. Brissa wants hers cut in fourths, going up and down like stripes. And Carrie wants hers cut in quarters the diagonal way. Okay, so I'm going to show you a picture of what the sandwiches look like and see if they match what you put in your head. All right, so we have the up and down and then across. We have up and down like stripes, and then we have the diagonal way. Okay. So if you notice, there will be some questions on the slide. Okay. I want you to pause the video if you want and answer these questions, or you can answer them after the video, however you want to do it. But the questions are: how many parts are in each sandwich? What is each of those parts called? How are the fourths alike? How are they different? Okay. So now let's continue on with the story. Daniel carried the sandwiches out to the girls and then went back into the house to get the milk. When he came back, the girls were all shouting at once, and none of them seemed very happy. "What's wrong?" said Daniel. "Didn't I cut your sandwiches the way you wanted?" Right. So, why do you think the girls were upset? Think in your head. What do you think was upsetting the girls? Hmm. He cut them the way that they asked. So let's see. All right, here we go. Abby said, "This isn't fair. My fourth looks smaller than Carrie's." Brissa says, "My fourths are taller than yours, Abby, but Carrie's look bigger." Carrie says, "My fourths are the biggest. That's why I asked you to cut them the diagonal way." All right, so why are the triplets so upset? Any ideas? Yeah, Abby thinks that hers are smaller than Carrie's. Brissa thinks that hers are taller than Abby's, but smaller than Carrie's. So if you got something smaller than your brother or sister or your friend, wouldn't you be upset too? Absolutely. So there's something special about this, though. And what there's a question on the same slide, and you may need to do some investigating of it. But the question is, even though each sandwich has been cut into fourths a different way, and the fourths are different shapes, are they the same size? In other words, is one of Abby's fourths the same size and the same amount of sandwich as one of Brissa's fourths? Is one of Abby's fourths the same size and the same amount of sandwich as one of Carrie's fourths? How do you know? If you're not sure, how could you find out? Okay, so I'm going to stop the video. And if you look at the very end of this packet, there will be some squares. And I want you to figure out if they are the same way. And there will also be a video of me using a technique the same to figure out the same way. Okay, so I'll stop and you figure that out.